Hi, I'm Caroline. Welcome to FYI Newsbyte. Here's what we found for your information this lunchtime. Remembering a tragedy that's still unfolding. Today marks the 25th anniversary of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. It was reactor 4 that was at the epicentre of the disaster. A catastrophic power increase led to explosions and the worst nuclear accident in history. 30 people were killed in the immediate aftermath of the explosion in 1986. It's unclear how many died from radiation poisoning in the years following. The Ukraine is continuing to raise funds to build a new shelter over the nuclear reactor to make the area environmentally safe, but people there are still suffering the consequences. Amateur footage of a deadly scene. Fighting is continuing in Syria as government troops reportedly continue to fire at protesters. US citizens have been warned to leave the country, and the United States is considering imposing sanctions on senior Syrian officials to force the regime to stop its violent crackdown. According to human rights groups, more than 300 people have been killed since the uprising began 5 weeks ago. At least a dozen tornadoes have touched down in Texas and Arkansas, leaving at least 5 people dead. This funnel cloud was caught on camera by a news chopper near Dallas. Cars were tossed about like toys, roofs flung hundreds of yards, and 100-year-old trees sucked out by the roots.
We could hear everything falling down around us, everything. We didn't know if we'd have anything left when we came upstairs.
States of emergency have been called in some areas, while the National Guard has been mobilised to help with the clean-up. The weather is proving deadly in South America too. Heavy rains are continuing to cause extensive flooding and mudslides in many parts of Colombia. The president there has called it the worst tragedy in our history. Officials estimate that around 200,000 people have lost their houses. Meanwhile, in southern Brazil, 12 people were killed after heavy rains caused mudslides near the border with Argentina. A 2-year-old Irish boy who suffers from Batten's disease is starting a pioneering medical treatment trial in New York. Liam Heffernan from Kerry will undergo brain surgery at Cornell University Hospital. His only sibling, Saoirse, died in January from the same disorder. Liam will become the world's youngest ever child to receive the pioneering brain surgery. And finally, only 20% of Irish people say they'll watch the royal wedding on Friday. In a survey conducted by Call Management, 80% of people here said they had no intention of watching the much talked about event. Nobody is planning on taking a half day off work to watch the coverage, and 100% of people say they would not like to be marrying into the royal family. FYI is interactive. From your opinions to news you think we should be covering, we want to hear it all. FYI is available to you 24/7 online for all the information you need to know. Simply log on to tv3.ie/3e/FYI. Here you'll find the latest stories, video catch-ups, comments and the FYI blog. We're also available to you on Twitter and Facebook. Just log on to the website and hit the social networking shortcuts. Time now for a look at the funniest clips on the web. Here's our top 5. At number 5, oops, she did it again. Lady Gaga has another stage slip-up. At number 4, sitting on the fence, fail. At number 3, now, there's no need to fight, there's plenty of dog food to go around. At number 2, one enjoys a little light reading at bedtime.
Zapisz, czytaj. Poczytaj.
And number 1 today, mascot grand entrance, fail. Tune into FYI later for the newest downloads. We'll have more on the top stories, plus catch up on today's tech news with Cassie, and Paul will be here with the sport. We'll see you back here at 6, right here on 3E.